Hey, you're likely watching this video because you are trying to get paid by Chinese students in China, and that process overwhelms you and confuses you, and you just need some clarification. In this video, I'm going to break down using Stripe and WeChat Pay for invoicing parents to get paid for your classes. That's ultimately why you're here. You want to start an independent teaching business, but you need to get paid. You need to figure out a way to break through the Chinese payment ecosystem in order to have parents pay you for your classes. What's up everyone? It's Tim from OnlineTeacherDude.com. I'm an online independent teacher helping teachers to build their own businesses, and you're in the right place to learn about how to get paid by Chinese parents. If you are looking for support, I would suggest clicking on this link. It's going to be very helpful for you. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram and connect with me, sending me a message in my DMs is the best way. If you have thoughts about getting paid by Chinese clients in China for your lessons, and you've got some questions in addition to what I go over in this video, please leave them in the comment section where I will be able to respond to you as quick as possible. While there are multiple ways to get paid by Chinese clients, the most efficient and effective way for them to pay you is using their ecosystem, which is payment via WeChat Pay or Alipay. Many teachers get confused with WeChat Pay and their own WeChat account because within your own WeChat account, you do have a WeChat wallet which you might associate with WeChat Pay. Yes, a parent can absolutely pay you into your WeChat wallet. However, you will not be able to get the funds out of that WeChat wallet unless you have a Chinese bank account. So when I talk about payment by WeChat Pay, that is from the parent side. We use our Stripe account, which is a payment processing system, in order to receive those funds. Whenever you pay for something online, you are oftentimes using a business's Stripe account and you're paying by credit card. It is mainly a credit card processing payment platform. However, they do have other payment options that you can add on to your payment methods so that clients can pay you from other means, such as WeChat Pay. So the process that I use to get paid by Chinese parents is this. I set up a Stripe account. When my account is activated, I enable WeChat Pay. When WeChat Pay is enabled, I am able to create an invoice and email it to the parents. They receive the invoice with WeChat Pay as an option, and I receive the money in my Stripe account, which then in turn gets transferred to my bank account that's attached to Stripe. Okay, let's get into the first part of this video, which is setting up your Stripe account. Unfortunately, some people have difficulties at this stage, and I'm going to give you some best practices around Stripe to hopefully help you get through quicker. For some people, they're able to activate Stripe and get an account set up within minutes. Some, it takes a few hours, others a few days, and some unfortunately get rejected or get an email from the support asking for more information. So pay attention closely to these best practices because I believe that if you follow these steps and ensure that these things are in place to begin with, that you will have a more successful time setting up your Stripe account. When setting up a Stripe account, it's important to have an online presence. A website is recommended, although many are able to use a Facebook business page or a LinkedIn profile page, providing that your page details what your business is about and that you have a means for customers to contact you. This doesn't mean that you have to use this in your business, but for setting up Stripe, a website or Facebook business page or LinkedIn profile page is very helpful. Secondly, you want to have consistent names across your Stripe account and website name. So make sure that what you use for your Stripe account aligns with your website name or Facebook business page or LinkedIn profile. Thirdly, you want to make sure you fill in all the required information completely, truthfully, and accurately. Don't skirt around what you're doing, but give truthful information because it may cause issues down the line if you don't. Fourthly, for your financial information, Stripe will ask for your tax ID. This is your social security number if you're an American. Your name must match your name on your taxes. Fifth, for industry selection. This is a point in contention of which many teachers don't get approved for Stripe because of the industry they select. I recommend using the option Other Digital Goods. Also, for product description, make sure that you describe the products and services that you're offering but you can also make it general with a statement like, I offer courses and digital products for individuals and families. I charge my customers at checkout. I would also have your website listed with a similar statement about what you offer. So again, there's alignment across the different platforms. Finally, troubleshooting is something that you can do with their Stripe support. Make sure you utilize this if you're having any difficulties. And if your Stripe account is not approved or WeChat Pay is not enabled within 7 days, I would delete your Stripe account and start again, following these best practices. The next thing you need to do is enable WeChat Pay as a payment method for invoicing your parents. A lot of you might have heard about Alipay as well, but Alipay is not an option for invoicing. So let me say that again. You need to enable WeChat Pay as a payment method inside your Stripe account. And this is how you do it. So once your Stripe account is activated, you are going to want to enable WeChat Pay. Simply go up to search and you can type in WeChat like this. It will show you exactly the directory where it is. It's under payment methods. You could also go to the settings here, click on that, go down to payment methods, and then you will see the list of payment methods that you have options for. So all you will need to do is go down to find WeChat Pay, which is right here. I'll bring this drop down. This is already enabled. You can see that it's turned on for me. If you are just starting, you will have a button here. So you need to click that and follow the instructions. That's all you need to do. It's as simple as that, but sometimes it takes a little while to get verified. So again, going back to the guidelines I discussed about for setting up your Stripe account, you'll want to follow those carefully and closely so that WeChat Pay will not be an issue for turning on. Now this process can take a little while. Sometimes this is where teachers get into difficulties because WeChat Pay is very specific about what they are allowing and what they're not allowing. I'm going to link a WeChat Pay guideline of restricted and forbidden industries in the description of this video so that you can check that out. But as I said, I would go with something like other digital goods. That worked for me and other teachers that I've helped. So WeChat Pay can be enabled within minutes, hours, days, or unfortunately, it may not be enabled based on the information that you've provided about your business. So if you're having difficulties, again, reach out to Stripe support. But hopefully, if you set things up right from the beginning with your website, a business name, perhaps having a logo on your website, and using the correct industry, as well as filling out all the information correctly, and having information on your website or Facebook business page or LinkedIn profile that has a listing of what you offer, as well as a way for customers to contact you, then this process should be seamless. It doesn't seem to have a rhyme or reason sometimes as to why people are rejected or accepted with WeChat Pay, but you just need to go through the process, hope for the best, and troubleshoot if you have any difficulties. So once WeChat Pay is enabled, another big congratulations, because this is a challenge for many. And so once you've had WeChat enabled, you are able to invoice your Chinese clients using WeChat Pay so that you can receive your funds in dollars into your bank account. Now, let's talk about invoicing, because this is the step that you need to take in order to get your parents to pay you. Once WeChat is enabled as a payment method, you're able to now create an invoice and send it to your customer. So go to Payments, go to the left-hand side and click Invoices, and then scroll down to Create an Invoice. Here you are going to see a field to fill in your customer information. So let's just make a sample one at name.com. That's their email address. You are going to need to also determine what currency you are going to use, and this can be done in additional details. Click Save Customer. For items, you will want to add a product or use an existing one. So if you're brand new, you're going to be adding a product. Let's say that you are invoicing 25 classes, and that comes to, we'll use $500 as an example. Now, once you have done this, you just click Save. You can see that this is invoicing in Canadian dollars. It will convert to RMB on my Chinese parent side, but it will always ensure that I receive the same each time. If you invoice with RMB on the invoice starting as a starting place, then you are going to receive a slightly different amount each time, depending on the exchange rate. You might want to say something like, "Thank you very much" in the memo. And then you're going to scroll down here to this option. I get rid of this one and card, and I only allow WeChat Pay as an option. I make the due date for 3 days from today, so I can go here and click on the 9th, like that. And then, as you can see, I can preview the invoice over here. So if I want to preview it, I can click on what it looks like from the payment page to see. So this is the QR code in which the parent will have to use a secondary device to scan. They're not allowed to long press it or screenshot it. And then I will receive the payment inside my Stripe account. When I click Review Invoice, it's going to ask for another email. I always put my email address on the invoice so that I will be able to keep track of them as well. When I click Send Invoice, the invoice has been sent. So there you have it. That is essentially how to set up a Stripe account, how to enable WeChat Pay, how to create an invoice to send to your parents and get paid. Hopefully this was helpful for you. If you have any further questions, please leave them in the video description. And if you would like more videos about online independent teaching, then please do click subscribe. It only takes a few seconds, and I would love to see you around on the channel some more. I'm here to help you, to serve you, and to cheer you on as you build your online teaching business. Please follow me on Instagram at OnlineTeacherDude, where you can connect with me in DMs, ask me questions, and see some behind the scenes of my life and my business. Whatever you do, make it a great way. Put one foot in front of the other each day towards your goals, and I wish you the very best success. I will see you in the next video. Hey, don't go anywhere just yet. These videos might be interesting to watch for you, and if you haven't subscribed, you can do it right here with one click. Also, in the video description, I recommend different products and services and ways that you can work with me further, so don't forget, look in the video description below.